Quite a common mistake that I notice a lot of pool players make is they almost try to be too precise with position. Say they end up on a dead straight shot like this. They might see that as a success because it's almost impossible to miss that shot. But what else it does is it also limits your position on your next ball. If I've got this, then I can only make the cue ball go straight forward or straight back. By comparison, if I leave myself just off straight, then I can almost position the cue ball anywhere I like on the table. So, in the interest of further demonstrating why you don't want to leave yourself straight position, and for expanding out my portfolio of practice routines, I've set up this nice little one, which we'll walk through just now. So all we're going to do on this one is pot all of these balls that are conveniently all near pockets, but we're going to do it in order. We'll start up this corner. We'll pot this red ball first, followed by the yellow, then another red, and then we'll make our way to this corner, pot yellow, yellow, and move down the table and complete the sequence. Now, what we want to do in this one is try and leave ourselves a half ball cut on almost every single shot. There will be some where if we leave ourselves a straight shot, it makes position quite awkward on the next ball. So we're going to aim to leave a half ball cut. I'm sure we won't manage it, but we'll look at ways to get out of difficulty if we find ourselves in it. So we'll start off with this one, leave ourselves a half ball cut, and all we need to do is just judge the pace of the shot, use the natural angle, and we've left ourselves a half ball on the yellow. Now again, we can use the natural angle. We pot this, cue ball comes to here and comes back out for this one. We don't want to hit it too hard so that we're straight. We just want to leave ourselves a nice half ball cut. And that, if we leave ourselves half ball on this red, means that we can get on this yellow. So there we go. We've left ourselves a half ball. So natural angle on this, if we pot this one, cue ball is coming to here. So I'm going to try and judge the pace on this one. If we leave ourselves on this line, we've left ourselves quite a straight shot. So we want to come past the line to maybe about there. So this is all about judging the pace of the shot. Now, if we want to, you don't have to do this, but if you're comfortable playing with side spin, then the side spin will get the cue ball closer to the yellow. So if I play this just with top spin, the cue ball will come down here. If I play it with right hand spin, it'll take a wider path down that way. So we'll play this shot twice just to show you the difference. Let me get another red ball out. So we'll play it with top spin to begin with and see where we get to. Oh, I hit it way too hard, but you can see where the cue ball is going to. I think I've still got almost half ball, so we're not too bad. But if I play the same shot again, what we're about here, if I play it with a bit of right hand spin, you can see I'm getting that cue ball closer to the yellow. And I hit this one too soft. But it's fine. I've still got an angle on this that I just need to use a natural angle and drop this in dead weight. The cue ball's coming down this line. So if I hit it too soft, got a half ball that's not great. It's taking me away from the yellow. If I hit it to about there, I'm leaving myself straight. I can get to about here and it would leave me some kind of angle. I don't want to be straight. I can be this side of it. It's maybe better to be that side because it makes the next shot easier. So we'll just drop this in. Disaster. There we go. Here's our problem. Right. Finished just off straight. The cue ball's going to about here. Finished just off straight, so I am severely limited with what I can do. Now I'm going to take a few balls just to show you a couple of different options. So I could take my medicine and bring the cue ball back and play my shot from here, a wee bit far away from it. I could try to be a bit more advanced. There's a bit of a gap between the ball here and here, so I could try and get that gap. So if I play with top left-hand spin, and this is quite hard to judge the spin on this one, I might end up cannoning it. Yep, got the cannon, so I tried to get the other side of it. So you see it's quite limiting your position. I could try and force this. What was it about there? So if I pop this ball in that side of the pocket, it means the cue ball is taking a wider path to about there, still not wide enough. So I'm going to have to play this with right hand spin to get the cue ball to check back out the way. So that one slack positional shot, I think it was maybe about there, has caused me quite a lot of problems. So there. So I forced something to happen there. And again, this is one of the ones where I've left myself straight, but it's probably not too much of an issue because I can come straight back off the cushion. The cue ball will be heading down that way. Now, this is fine for this one, so what I'm going to do is I'll leave myself this side of the red, half ball, so it's moving out this way for the yellow. The only way that I can leave myself this side of the red is if I leave the cue ball here. So I'm too far away from it there. I could, again, this is, if you're more advanced, you could try this shot. So I'm going to play this with the reverse spin. So when the cue ball hits here, I want it to spin out to the right. So I'm going to put left hand spin on this, bottom left. So the cue ball is going to come to here. Natural path would take it to there. I'm going to put left hand spin, which will take it down this way. Now this is quite good because this is actually moving into the shot line. So this might be the right shot to play here. Left hand spin. Watch the spin. So see, it's taking it right down to that ball, and that's me on the half ball cut again. And now I've almost got the natural angle just to pop it in, play it off the cushion and get that half ball in the yellow. So we're back in position, not quite got the natural angle. Natural angle is going to take a cannon to the yellow, so I'm going to play a little bit left hand spin. We've got the half ball, we can just drop this in. Got the half, have we got the half ball? See, I was slack again, left myself almost straight again. So again, presenting problems here. I'm actually worse than straight. If I was straight, I could simply bring the cue ball back to get on that one. But because I'm off straight, if I screw back, I'm cannoning into that. Now the difficulty here, let's get a couple of balls out to demonstrate this, is that I can try and follow through with the cue ball to get it off this cushion, and out here for this one. But it's so close to being straight that it might hit. It's going to take quite a narrow angle, so if I do manage to get it round the knuckles, it's still coming out this way, which isn't great. So just to demonstrate that. Yeah, see, it's not taking a great line there. And also, this is something that happens when you're there maybe. So when you're putting top spin on it, and when you're hitting the ball hard, as I am there, and when the object ball is quite close to the cushion, then you can see that once that cue ball hits the cushion, it's still wanting to go that way. So it's not taking all the top spin. I'll show you that again. It dies off the cushion. Didn't that well at all. That was not a good example. Let me show you that again. So if I hit it just with topspin, I'll try not pop the cue ball this time. You can see it kind of jump, it's died off the cushion. It's not followed through by the amount it should based on how hard I hit it. Now to get away from that, what you need to do is put side spin on it. And this could work quite well in this example. So I'm going to put left hand spin on it. That's going to allow the cue ball to rotate more naturally, so it's not going to die off the cushion. Now the left hand spin will take it from this first cushion to a narrower angle on the second cushion. But because of the angle we're at, it's then going to widen the cue ball out. So rather than it coming down this path, which means that we've got to be quite precise with the speed, it'll come down this path. So we've got a much bigger margin of error. But also, because of that spin, it will quicken up the cue ball. So if we put top left hand spin in this, see that off the second cushion, comes right out. It makes that a much easier positional shot. Probably hit it slightly hard. So again, I've got an angle. I would have rather been here, so the half ball, but I'm here. So natural angle, cue ball's going into there. So I'm just going to play this with a bit of right hand spin, just to get that out. That's us got half ball, which means that the next positional shot is easy. I would just like to say a thank you to everyone who has supported me on my Buy Me a Coffee page. I'm actually saving up for a second camera so I can bring more angles to my demonstrations. And if you like this video, then you might like this one too.